So we're down to the final 24 hours before the listing of the second telco giant on the Nigerian stock market, two already happening within the first 6 months of this year. Temple Ashaju is keeping an eye on what is going to be. We had a yellow listing, now we're down to the red listing. So, Temple, coming here, business correspondent, good morning. Temple, are you expecting perhaps tomorrow, Iya Rainbow, Mama Rainbow with the big headgear and all of you are coming in tomorrow, dancing around the trading floor and all of that? We say we got to upgrade whatever it is. That will make an interesting day tomorrow. If Airtel brings Mama Rainbow to the trading floor.
It's going to be a big day. Yeah, I think Airtel is just trying to do a very decent listing and not looking to put so much activity around all of this. I don't know, and we have to wait till a press briefing, a media briefing that we'll be holding in the next 2 hours after the show here in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. There will be a media briefing, a pre-listing briefing, basically, by Airtel. So we will be able to get a good grasp of what the listing pattern will look like tomorrow. We already have full details as to how much is being offered. Some 744 million units or thereabouts is being offered, and it's coming in at, I think, £80. Of course, there will be a dual listing, premium listing on London Stock Exchange and a secondary listing here on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And of course, that has, with the IPO, has given an opportunity for a lot of institutional investors to key into it, because the price of Airtel is really higher when you compare to that of MTN, which came in at 90 naira, got surrounded by some controversies eventually. As we speak, it's even down right now. Tells you, as a trader told me earlier, that some investors, you know, are now eyeing Airtel. If you haven't been able to participate perhaps in the primary offering or the IPO, you probably want to wait and see after the listing how you can key into it. So that's the sense around Airtel expectation right here in the market, well, Bosun.
Yes, this stock, Airtel, coming through at about 363 naira. It's much higher than the price at which MTN came to the market, and of course even the current share price of MTN Nigeria, which of course by size and market share is a leader, #1 in the industry locally. But in terms of pricing, listing those shares on the market, this is where perhaps the game will change for Airtel and for MTN.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the fact that it is coming, that's why I used the word decent earlier, because everything seems, I don't know, looks transparent, looks very straightforward at this point. And coming in at that rate, given the fact that they have presence across 14 African countries, they're going to be listed in the London Stock Exchange, which means that will help them to get some kind of good liquidity. So if it's doing well on the LSE, you want to leave it there. If things are looking going down to going southward in the London Stock Exchange, you want to bring it down to the secondary market, which is the NSE here. I mean, it basically just gives some kind of a decent arrangement if you look at how things have panned out, even though we know that the latest figures for Airtel PLC in terms of its financial statements was in the loss position. But with all of this coming on board, I think expectations are high on Airtel, and a lot of investors are really ready, even though we know that a lot of them are more of corporates and institutional investors. You also have some HNI, some high net worth investors that are also waiting to see how they can create some activity, some liquidity around the secondary market listing when Airtel comes on board. The price, as you mentioned, 363 naira, quite high. Looks like the valuation has been well thought out, laid out well for investors to participate in, compared to what we had in terms of the previous listing here.
Okay, Tempo, just at the press briefing, which is happening in about an hour from now, just ask the Airtel folks if Iya Rainbow will be coming to the trading floor tomorrow. I'm particular about that. And her coming in with a headgear is going to make a whole nice camera work if we have her back on the market. Just ask them to bring Yarimbo tomorrow to be part of the team. She's going to make a very colorful one for the market. We need all of that. We need her. And perhaps she's going to bring the kettle.
All right, boss.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Let's talk about that. Tomorrow is a big day for a second telco listing on Nigeria market. I'll see you then.